YouTube, what's good? It's your boy, Paulus Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button, hit the notification bell every time I post up new content. And as usual, right, I wake up every morning, wash my face, brush my teeth, check my email, and then I check what the fuck social media have for me. Sometimes I don't catch it like right off in the morning. Sometimes I catch it in the evening, like what the fuck I just captured. So apparently, the state of Florida has passed a don't say gay law to children that are in kindergarten all the way up to the third grade. And the only reason why I say I'm confused about this is because for everybody that is so-called gay or confused, right? Meaning that you liking dick when you supposed to like pussy, or liking pussy when you supposed to like dick. Okay? And then so you hooped and hollered because you wanted to be heard. You wanted to be seen. You wanted, put like this, you wanted to make sword fighting official. You wanted to make the rubbing of the lily pads official. And then once the powers that be made that official, then you want to dog because you can't have no kids, right? So now you want to go out and adopt kids, and then I mean, my question is this: what the hell you think the kids are gonna? I mean, they see two men. What the hell you think is gonna go through their mind? Oh, this is the way to go. Or they were like, okay, well, I'm looking at two women, so which is, oh, this is the way to go. See, I knew that was gonna happen, and I said it way back then. People, go back and look at some of my doggone videos. I talked about this shit already. It all goes back to the master plan, the Georgia Guidestones, population control. If they don't get you for being, if they can't capture you, doggone, hey, look, you know you like that man over there, and you a man. Or you like that woman over there, and you a woman. Right? But then again, you get a lot of people, right? They say, hey, look, I can't sword fight with another man. I can't rub lily pads together, right? So then what happens? They go out and they create robots that you could go buy or whatever that that look and feel like the real thing, right? You go buy your robot and then there it is. I ain't gotta go no further than that. But then again, it's just like what I'm saying. Population control. The suppression of self-esteem as a motherfucker. Right? So But then, here's the deal. What the fuck you think is happening when you let same-sex marriage people go out and adopt kids? I mean, what the fuck you think is happening? That's a suppression of self-esteem, because depending on how old the child is, right? The mind of a child is very impressionable. It's a sponge. They see it and then they think, okay, oh, guess what? This is the way to go. So again, you pushing the agenda. And I appreciate what you're saying. The agenda. You steady pushing the bullshit agenda. Okay, yeah. You know what? I'm hearing everything what you're saying, but I'm just looking at that. I'm like, okay, so the state of Florida started this. This is almost as bad as that for those of us that went fishing, or you ain't even necessarily got to fish, right? Let's let a good rain happen, and depending on where the fuck you at, you can take a rock and throw it in a puddle of water, and then you can watch the rock hit the puddle of water, and then you see that one drop comes up and it comes down, and then you see the motherfucking shockwave. So the state, thank you, state of Florida, because you just really did a motherfucking shockwave that's going to come all over the state, all over the country right now. Hold on, what you saying? Just have to say, Minute Thoughts is hard to organize, so I'll listen first. Hey, look, do what you do, dog. Okay, so here it is. So you from the, how do you feel about this? How you feel about it? Like, seriously, you from Florida. So how do you actually look at it? You already said you agree with me on certain points. So again, how you look at this? I mean, because for me, right, I'm just looking at the simple fact, okay, don't fuck up the child, don't fuck up the next generation's mind like this. Don't do that. Don't. I mean, it's already bad enough. It's already bad enough that, okay, you got same-sex marriages, right? And then they were like, okay, well, hey, guess what? We can adopt. And it is just for the simple fact, okay, what are you actually really trying to teach the child? Teach the child here, right? What are you doing? Because again, they say that. Or you go sit there, what the fuck they gonna say? Oh, well, no, you don't need to do that. Well, motherfucker, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Seriously. Hold on. Ooh, I wish I had my glasses on right now. The people. Okay. All right. I got you. I hear you on that. Plain and simple. But here's the deal, people. This is some stuff that, for the most part, it really needs to stop. Right? Because I keep going back to what happened with the city Sodom and Gomorrah. That's only 2 out of the 7 that actually really got destroyed on what the fuck is actually really going on now. And so I'm just like, really? So this is what the fuck we do now? I mean, again, I'm just like, and for the most part, I'm just like, okay, I'm not even gonna say that I get it, but it's just for the simple fact that, okay, prior to 1973, right, homosexuality was classified as a mental disorder. But anything after 1973, they took that shit off the books. So I'm just trying to figure out, okay, so what gives here? What really gives here? Why would the fuck you pass a law like that? Are you actually really trying to stay in office? Hold on, what you saying now? I feel the wind guards are pissed. They're sending out all the fallen angels. Ha ha! Yeah, so Las Vegas and Los Angeles. Again, right? For the most part, I look at what people say, and then I'm gonna let everybody else see this. So, and then so for the most part, I'm looking at this. Hopefully, everybody didn't see it long enough, But I'm just like, I'm like this. They say that we're in the end of days, right? And then once I did the whole throw a rock in some water and see the shockwave bullshit, right? I'm almost about ready to say, you know what? We are. Because the powers that be, or the powers that shouldn't be, there is so much control to this nonsense till it is motherfucking unbelievable. People are actually really falling for this stuff. Right? But see, my thing to you is that unless it has changed, right? Was this law actually really did you and people that think like you, right? Did you actually really have a chance to vote on this law? Was it what did they actually really put it out there for the general public to vote on this law? Please tell me that, because this is what the fuck they supposed to do. They are supposed to make this where people can actually really say yay or nay, right? Or they just say, well, hell, the hell with the general public or the state of Florida, right? And then we just gonna pass this motherfucker, the normal everyday citizen. Did it put like this? Did they make it public for y'all? That's the next question I want to ask. Did they make it public for you? And if they didn't, then they got that wrong. So again, I'm looking at this. that the wife, just the end of evil. It feels like
You gonna be finished by the time I get out of the shower, or I need to get some clothes now?
I'll be finished.
Okay.
Yeah. In the battle. It feels like the final battle. Yep. Okay. Again. Me and you on the same page. Let's let the rest of the people look at this. Right? And let the rest of the people look at this. No. Oh, no, we didn't vote. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. No, we didn't vote, but they supposed to make that shit public. They're like I say, unless laws have changed, laws have changed, then that was something they actually really supposed to make public. They supposed to do that. They are supposed to allow the people to act like really be able to say, hey, yay, to say, hey, yay or nay. But then again, I look at it like this, right? Maybe they figure like, hey, look, for those y'all that voted, for whoever the fuck that y'all voted for, right? Then that if they vote yeah or nay, then they represent y'all. That's what they said. Okay, that's messed up. That's messed up. I agree, but it seems like he's trying to focus on common ground. Yeah. Again, you know, false prophets. I will give you that. I will give you that. I will give you the false prophets. There's a lot of people that have false prophets. There's a lot of people that that they actually really think that whatever this comment it just came at them, and they say, "Hey, look, I'm the one that you're looking for," right? But if anybody actually really got any sense, they'll be like, "Okay, well, always ask questions. You should always ask questions, right? Because the true one ain't gonna tell you, hey, go, hey, guess what? Go on and allow this to happen. That that is not how the song goes. That's not how the song goes, especially when 7 cities back in the biblical days got destroyed on what the fuck is actually really going on now. So again, I'm just looking at it like this. So the state of Florida passes this law. We already got a bullshit motherfucker in office, right? So I'm just looking like this. You're not doing nothing but motherfucking softening the armed forces for future generations. Ain't nobody gonna actually really respect the United States after all of the stuff that with the stuff that's happening right now, and then what is going to be happening here within the next 10 to 15 years. Because I just look at it like this: when Bill Clinton was president, Willie Clinton said, "Hey, guess what? Don't ask, don't tell." And then Obama said, "Go on and tell it," right? And because of what Obama said, and then it's it's questionable on who the fuck he's married to, right? But it's just for the simple fact. Bill said, "Hey, look, if you that way, guess what? I ain't trying to hear it." But then Obama come in and say, "Hey, let motherfuckers know," right? But I'm not gonna actually really go. I ain't gonna go too far in that. But for those of y'all that know what the fuck happened to Joan Rivers, for what the fuck she said, hey, you take it from there and you run with it, right? But this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. Don't sit up here and holler about, ooh, yeah, I like the sword fight, or I like to bump lily pads, but hear me. I'm just like everybody else. No, the fuck you ain't. And then you want to have the nerve to adopt kids, knowing that you fucked up. You fucked up, so you finna fuck up. You finna fuck up kids. And I already know if YouTube block this, hey, Ty Ward, I tell you what, let everybody know, let everybody watch this, that think on the same wavelength as you. Have everybody hurry up and watch this one. Because I already know what the fuck YouTube finna say. They already know what the fuck YouTube finna say. I already know what the fuck they finna do. 9 times out of 10. But this is wrong. This is so wrong. Don't sit up here and holler about what the fuck or who the fuck you are and what the fuck you want. And then bitch because who the fuck you adopted, they carrying that curse. Because mom and dad are too busy sword fighting. Or mom and dad are too busy bumping lily pads together. And no, this is not the way of the world. This is wrong. This is so wrong. And for the most part, it's been a long time since I've actually been really pissed off about a subject, about a particular subject matter that I'm just like, and I'm not in the state of Florida, but I'm just like, no, hell no. I would be protesting right now. And be like, this is bullshit. No, this does not need to happen. That's why I called it. Hey, okay, I'm confused. Because again, you pushing the agenda. Don't sit up here and say, oh, this is wrong, but you doing it. And the child see it. Don't do that. Do not do that. But hey, it is what it is. I'm just the $5 guy. And I say that sarcastically, right? But with everything else, this is wrong. This is wrong at the highest level. But then again, I go back and I look at the Georgia Guidestones. And I look at what the fuck the Georgia Guidestones say. And I'm just like, okay, they actually like really following this shit according to plan. This is what these motherfuckers want. So hey, listen. Whoever watches this video, all I ask of y'all is be like, teach your kids to be like, especially when you see it, they be like, hey, what you doing is wrong. You ain't supposed to like little boys. You supposed to like little girls. Or you ain't supposed to like little girls. You supposed to like little boys. Right? But hey, it is what it is, people. So, with that being said, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your big dad, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door, across the street, round the corner. Paulus Harris, a.k.a. Crazy Uncle, Ty Ward, pass this shit out. Anybody else that is actually really gonna watch this, pass it out. Let these motherfuckers know, hey, guess what? We're not gonna let y'all do this. Right? Change that shit so this shit won't spread. So, till next time.